Welcome to another episode of Planting Seeds with Soul. Raw conversations on transformation, truth, and finding light in the darkest places. You may not hear what you want, but you will definitely hear what you need. Alrighty. Welcome back to another episode of Planting Seeds with Soul, guys. Beautiful people. Bone bags. Oh, wow. Look, I'm by myself today, guys. I'm going to be straight up with you. I've not long ago finished work. It's just going night time now, and feeling a little bit devolved. But I want to get you guys out an episode, each week, because I know that there is there's quite a few of you out there that are actually enjoying this podcast. I really didn't know what to expect with this. I'm so glad that you are enjoying it. And look, the things that I talk about are the things that I've experienced, the people that I have on, things that they've experienced. I'm going to talk about the things that have helped me, that have positively benefited, my life and my well-being, my way of life, all that type of thing. And I know the people that jump on, sharing their within worlds, that's the whole point of it too. I've said it before, I'll say it again, like the share circles that I've experienced doing ceremony and that, and it doesn't have to just be it doesn't have to be labelled that, like people just, they judge things too quick off a label. It's just what I'm doing now. I don't even know that, there's no, when you share, like I really like to just sort of be in the moment and just have no plan, and whatever happens. If I make a mistake or fuck something up or whatever, good. Because the point of this podcast is to show people's and all of our fuck ups, you know what I mean? The things we've done in the past and the things we're doing presently. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. That's why I don't edit these. That's why Kelsey and I, we made the call, like, let's not edit any of this stuff, because, and I tell the people that jump on, there won't be any editing in this, if there's stutter, whatever you want to call it, or, you say something wrong. It's just how it is, you know what I mean? You can rectify it on the spot, and that's just the way that life is. Life is messy. We've got to stop cutting out, the bullshit things online and making it seem like everything is just a complete different other way, more perfect, because it's just not fucking perfect ever. But loving it. I'm really, really loving it. I'm by myself today because it was a busy weekend, and the guy that I did have on, he pulled the pin on that day. I don't know at the end of the day if I'm getting dicked around or not dicked around. You sort of have a gut feeling, and there has been a few times, I wanted to talk about this too on this, podcast, and just in life in general, where, it comes to, the crunch or that day, or something happens, something will go down, and you just sort of know that, maybe someone got cold feet or something more important come up. Regardless of whatever it is, I won't know, and I don't really care. I just wanted to bring this up because I want to talk about time. Once we spend our time, our present moments, let's just call them moments, we can't get that back. We can get many, many other things back, materials back. We can make money back and all that type of thing, but we can never make that time back. That's why I think it's very crucial to be conscious of, like, what are you spending your time on? Like, this is a short fucking journey down here, up here, in here, whatever it is that we're fucking living on. You've got to try and enjoy it as much as you can. But once you spend that time, you can't get it back. And, if you're, I'm sure people don't go around, it's their sort of desire and their goal to just go around wasting people's time. I understand. And I understand all things happen for a reason as well. Regardless of what it is, I believe that, that fella pulling out on the weekend has happened for a reason, because I'm supposed to be sitting here doing this one right now, because that's sort of where my choices, led to. Got a couple of really cool ones coming up, actually. I won't say yet, but this weekend, hoping to get a guy on who's he's just an out of control musician. His music has been like medicine for me. Met him a few years back, and he has got a gift of, just his voice and the way that he plays, like to guide, to move energy, through song, and it's just a very transformative experience witnessing this bloke and everyone that he knows, like his partner, everyone that he's involved with down there. They're healers. They're like little Jesuses running around. So yeah, and then the following week I'm hoping to get one of my mates on that I met on a construction job, who has got quite a story. He's quite an interesting bloke. He's a good fella to have a conversation with. He's just such a lovely dude. So hopefully he commits to that, because that'll be a really good one. But yeah, like time is very important, It's very, very important. If you say you're going to do something, try your very, very hardest to go and live up to your word and do that thing. I was very bad at living up to my word back in the day, and, I can't go back and change that, but I can change what I'm doing now, and I'm really big with my word now. I understand people have fears. I still have plenty of fears, and that sort of is the thing. That is the thing that blocks us and stops us from doing the things that we want to do. You know what I mean? So if there is something in your life right now, you beautiful bone bags, that scares you, but you know that taking that leap will get you to where you want to be, you should just take it. Fuck it. Who cares? Like, just do it. I don't really have too much help for you. Fuck what anyone else thinks. If you're worried about what people think, if you're worried you're going to fail, like that's the thing right there. Just don't worry. Just jump. Be worried, but still jump, It gets uncomfortable. Like I feel uncomfortable in plenty situations that I get myself into, But I do know that you got to jump into that discomfort to find the true comfort. You can't. The only way to is through. You can't. There's no cheat code around this. You got to go through the pain and all that type of thing, the yuck stuff, to get to the good stuff. But anyway, I did write a few notes down just to have a couple of chats about some things that came to me at work today. So the first thing was, this will be a short podcast today, guys, by the way. To everyone that has been on here to share their stuff, their within worlds, their experiences, their pains, and just all of it. Thank you so much. You're very. There's that dog. Oh, that dog can shut the fuck up. Thank you so much to you guys. Like, it's really tough to be able to come on here and do that. And I do just have a message. There's been quite a few negative comments on certain people. It's not all. It's not heaps, but you do notice it. And I just want to say, like, no. And I know I can't control this either. Like, people are going to do what they're going to do, but I just got to say it anyway. No one has the right to. Nobody has the right to jump online and tell people what they can and can't talk about. This is a place to freely speak. This is a healing space. This is a sacred space, and whoever enters this space, this is a legitimate connection. Like, I'm not doing this for anything else other than, like, yeah, I'd love to see where this goes. You know what I mean? I'd love that, but genuinely getting people on to connect with them and for them to share their stuff, and for me to listen and, you know, appreciate what they're saying. Like, this is like next level type stuff. Like, it's easy to be behind a keypad and target someone about, you know, how they're expressing themselves in real life too, by the way. Like, it is so fucking much harder to be sitting in that seat right there, knowing that this is going to be publicly shown too. Yeah, like, fuck, I sort of don't know really where else I was going with that. Like, no one has the right to tell people what they can and can't talk about. These people share their truths, their within worlds, their experiences, whatever they've experienced on their journey, whatever they want to share, whatever they want to share. And I'm talking like whatever. If someone wants to jump on here and start talking about how they want to marry their cat and spend the rest of their life with their cat and have little cat babies, like, I'll actually interview that person. Beck came on here and was talking about, what was her name? Night, that lady that, you know, skinned her partner and cut his head off and tried feeding him to the kids and all that type of thing. Like, I would interview her, not to, like, call her out on, like, how yuck of what her thing was. Like, I just want people to share, you know, and me to not have any ill will or intention towards it. Just let them share and let me honestly ask whatever I feel like sort of asking, like whatever I want to know and whatever, you know, it's whatever I want to know at the end of the day, really, isn't it? Because, you know, that's when you have a conversation with someone, you're asking, you know, this is just me having a conversation with them. I don't have any other plan for it. Like, how it goes, and I really feel like just, yeah, this is all happening for a reason, like I was saying before. But that was that. I think that's the end of that one. I'll stop it at that because I could talk about that for days. It actually pisses me off, people being keyboard warriors and shit like that. It's real pathetic stuff. What was the... Oh, yeah, this is... Yeah. So, me right now, I am currently, presently, like at my stage, the stage of my journey, I am I'm about to take a leap, I'm pretty sure. No, I am. In a few weeks, and I will be leaving construction. And I guess going to be trusting like the flow of the universe completely. There's going to be a lot of time there where I'd be spending it in construction, where it's going to be open up, free. So there's plenty more, there's so much more room for the universe to deliver and, you know, place opportunities, I guess, in my path for me to succeed in my mission, whatever that mission is. I know, you know, the intention I have there, and that is just to make the world a better place in whatever way that I can, in every moment that I can. And wherever I get taken with that, then, I don't know, we'll see. We will all see, I guess, because I'm very public on social media, aren't I? And so is Kels. So, you know, if I find out some secrets, guys, and, you know, they're going to be shared with everyone, you know. I want, like I said, just the world to be a better place, because it is just a fucking shit show at the moment. It is so divided. Like, it's fucking disgusting. Like, this is one of the things, like, in construction too, like, fuck the shit talk, the negativity. You just, like, there is just so much belief in this fucking stories, eh? It's crazy. There's so much information out there, so many stories out there. You know, this Desi Freeman, this immigration dude, this, whatever his name is, Lewis Selwyn, the guy with the guy that's trying to be like off of American History X. Like, I got no idea what's going on. You can't trust the news. You cannot trust the news. I don't think anyone knows the truth of anything actually unless they directly experience it for themselves, directly witness it in the present moment for themselves. It's and people are running around work just talk, and everywhere thinking like, oh, did you hear about this guy? He's fucking killed 2 cops. It's like, oh yeah, were you there? Were you there, mate? Oh well, when was it? Like, are you okay? Because you must have been there to be able to be talking about it so fucking confidently. It drives me up the wall, actually. It's like, people that talk about the earth being a globe. How do you know, man? And then they talk about it being flat. How do you know? It's like, yeah, fuck. I've seen videos of it, they say. I've seen it on the, NASA. It's like, but have you seen it anywhere else that's not on a fucking screen? And look at what, like with that AI, guys, come on. I don't even know what would be real anymore. I really mean that. I really, really mean that. That's why, I'm just like, you can't absorb that shit. You really have to take the seat of the witness, be your true self, and just observe, don't absorb, because it will fuck your mind up. Yeah, just there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. And I share that with you. I share what I share with you, the way that I look at things, my beliefs and all that sort of thing, because it actually helps me stay away from the bullshit, and I hope it helps you stay away from it too. Because getting involved in the bullshit and the drama, like you can get lured. The way that I see it is, our awareness, our true self, pure loving awareness, the witness, the Atman, is experiencing, consciousness, this show of life. And there is so much shit going on, so many distractions, so much division, so much. It has literally hypnotized or lured you are under that awareness under some spell. It takes it on like a draw, it just takes it. And you got no idea that you're being taken. Like, that's you being taken there on a road trip, on a long one. I was in one for a long time. Like, I can't believe that I wasn't aware of, that I could actually sit in this seat as the observer and not absorb shit and not attach to shit. And once the Bhagavad Gita, guys, is the book to read on this. The Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, fuck. I can't believe. I'm just so glad that I found this space, because it has allowed me to sit back, observe my mind, observe what my mind does. It allows me to observe the physical, what's going on around out here, and sort of just breathe and observe. And, when I observe the mind doing something funky, I'm like, that's a fucking bit of a false story going on there, especially the ones that, bring a lot of fear and anxiety to me. I'm like, okay, that's got to go. I need to work on, now that I'm aware of it, I'm aware of that story, that layer. Now I can work on dissolving it, you know what I mean? And I have certain tools that I do that with myself and with other people. And it's not a fucking tablet. It's like, you do it within yourself. There's no other way. Masking it won't work. If you want it to hang around, then you can mask it and numb it with a tablet from Big Pharma. But you do have the dominion to sort shit out yourself. In fact, it's the only way. But you gotta get a taste of that dominion power first. That you are, in control, but also not, because we're not actually really in control of anything in this life except for the effort and attitude that the effort we put into things and our attitude towards things. The rest is just, I don't know, hope for the best, 8 billion other people out there making their own individual choices. It is going to fuck with yours. I think that's going to do it. That's 20 minutes, I think. So, yeah, I guess stay tuned and see what unfolds for the next couple weeks, because I will be leaving construction, and it's a bit scary. But but I'm going to put a lot of trust and I'm going to put a lot of effort in. I've got some pretty big plans that I'm trying to, achieve while not attaching to the expectation, which is quite difficult as well, as we all know. But we're all human, aren't we? And that was pretty much it. There was one other thing I did have on my mind as I was saying that, but I just don't think I can remember what that is. I have definitely devolved a lot as the day's gone on. That's starting with my run and swim and meditation, breath work in the morning that I've been doing religiously for quite some time. I'm at my peak. I don't even know if I said this at the start of the podcast, but yeah, she's slowly gets worse as the day goes on. Slow devolution. I don't even know if that's a word. Process. Anyway, beautiful people, I'll love you and leave you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your morning, night, day, whatever. Want you guys to know that I love you very much, and thank you so much for listening in. And yeah, don't forget that you have dominion over the mind. Just sit back and have a look at it. There's a lot going on when you do observe it. We're all nuts. If you think you're nuts, once you observe your mind, trust me, you're not alone. We're all nuts. Anyway, beautiful people, until we meet again, see ya.